Has it been 7 months since my last recording? It has. And if you were one of the few people that watches these and were really looking for something from me, sorry I let you down. But we had a lot going on. Business has been crazy with people tearing stuff down and building stuff back in place, or remodeling, whatever it may be. And so that's been a blessing, but it does take up a lot of time. Uh, Family things have been great. We had our first family vacation we went on, and since Amanda and I got married, so that was nice. Um, had a nephew get married. Um, Another one got engaged, although the engagement didn't take up any of my time, um, but it still happened. And so exciting things, and what really has taken up a lot of my time is trying to renovate our house that we bought. We finally moved in to it, and so we're excited for that. And we're kind of crammed in it till I do the rest of it, but at least we have a place where Amanda can, when things are crazy and everybody's running around, she can say, go outside and play. And of course they don't do that. They still just stay inside. But at least we have a place where we can tell them to do that. So we had to go appliance shopping. I wanted to give you guys some advice in case you're in the market or need to do that soon. We didn't have any of our own appliances because we were renting where we were staying before. Actually, no, it's my brother's wife's mother's house that she rents. It was her finished basement that we were living in, rent free. So we were freeloading, I guess you could say, and we didn't have any of our own appliances. So we needed to go get some, and we went to a store. I'm not going to say where it is, because there's a lot of big box stores, and I don't know if I need permission for that or not, but I'm not going to tell you where it is. But anyway, you can guess for yourself. And so we walk in, and we needed to get a refrigerator, a dishwasher, and something else. Oh, a stove and a microwave. Yeah, so we had 4 things. And so we thought, man, they're going to treat us like royalty because we're about to get 4 appliances. And we already pretty much knew what we wanted. And so we walked in, and we finally found a guy that could help us. And he's like, well, it's getting kind of late. We're going to be closing soon. And I looked at my phone, and I was thinking, well, one, you get paid hourly, I'm pretty sure. And I think you get paid to work all the way till 9 o'clock. And it was only like 8:15 or something like that. So it was, I don't know, it was just a weird situation. But so we go over, we show him everything we want, and he takes notes, and then he says, let's go to the computer, and I'm going to put in your information so we can set up delivery and stuff. And what he meant to say, though, was I'm going to have you type in all your information in the computer. And so we go over, and he starts typing, and then he's like, you know what, this would be easier if you did that. And so I wanted to say I didn't, but I wanted to ask where I should clock in to do that, because I'm pretty sure that was his job. But anyway, so I type in all of our information. This was, like I said, it's been several months since I've done a video, so this was kind of after, like, people started wearing masks and stuff again, and the Delta variant was kind of on the rise, and so he didn't ask me if I was fully vaccinated or anything. He just said, here's the keyboard, go to town and put your stuff in there. And so I did, and we got that all set up. But the weirdest thing, though, I don't know when the last time you bought a refrigerator was. For me, I don't think we've ever bought a new one. We bought a couple used ones, and then, we had the one there where we were living for free. But I thought I was asking for a lot. I wanted an ice maker because the refrigerator we had um, at this in this basement didn't have an ice maker, and I like to drink sweet tea and water, whatever it is with ice in it. You know, and the whole ice cube maker thing is not. It's just that is a lot of work for ice to have to fill those, and I guess you just put them in the freezer. But it was enough work that I didn't feel like doing it. So I wanted a real ice maker, and I thought we're gonna probably have to pay extra for something like this. And you know, I don't need the water dispenser. I don't need all those bells and whistles like that. I mean, I'm not. My last name isn't Kardashian, you know, or Nancy Pelosi. I don't need a $30,000 fridge to keep ice cream in. Just an ice maker. And so we start looking at these refrigerators, and you know, it used to be a lot of people just had white refrigerators. Occasionally, you'd see a black one. Then everybody got stainless steel. But it fingerprinted, so naturally they thought, let's get something that doesn't fingerprint, but looks like stainless steel. And so they came out with those. Now, the refrigerators on the door, it says, swipe to look what's inside. So you know, like your phones or your iPads or what you swipe, you swipe the screen and you can see what's inside of the refrigerator. And I thought, that's crazy. Like, can you imagine standing at the refrigerator and, you know, your wife says, can you see if we have any milk? And it's like, man, I don't want to have to go like this. So now they've come out with a way you can just swipe down or across or whatever and see if you've got any milk in there, which doesn't help the fact that the husband, myself, I'm not going to be able to find it anyway. So until they can figure out a way to show me where the sour cream was, it's not going to help. So we go through the process of just trying to figure out why would you do this anyway to a married couple, as if we don't have enough after a long day's work to get on each other's nerves about when the stresses are high. Let's add another thing, and you know, let's put that thing with food, because like the one area where it's like, I'm not happy, well, at least you can eat, and sometimes that makes you feel better. So now we're going to just get upset with food. And I just was thinking about the scenario. What happens when you get home, because some of these even have, not only do they have cameras, but you log your food. Like, so you go and you buy eggs and you buy milk and you buy all the other things that go in the refrigerator. You're supposed to log those things in your refrigerator, and it lets you know when you get low on those things. And I thought, who in the world has the time to do that? I don't. I mean, I'm lucky if I actually remember to bring everything in from my vehicle. You know, hopefully it wasn't something frozen. And so you're supposed to log this stuff, and then as you eat it or use this stuff, you're supposed to like log out the food that you have partaken of. Like, who would do that? Because I have family members, and I'm not going to say who, but they're known for, like, every, you know, couple minutes, hours, whatever it is, just going in the refrigerator with the spoon and just getting a spoonful of ice cream. You think she's going to log that spoonful? I don't. I wouldn't. I know that much. And so I thought the arguments will really start when you get home and, you know, the wife or the husband's like, did you log that? Did you log that food? So that's how it starts. And then it kind of builds from there because, you know, if you're like, honey, do we have any Coke? And she's like, no, we don't have any Coke in the fridge. And you're like, the fridge says we should have Coke, and you're telling me that we don't have Coke, but she's saying we do, and then you can see how that goes. So next time I go and ask my wife, honey, do we have any Hot Pockets? She'll say, you know, well, why don't you ask your girlfriend? And it will go downhill fast. I mean, and you get into things of like, what if you accidentally log peach yogurt instead of strawberry? I mean, that could set the mood. and set things off in a bad way. Um, and then I started thinking too, like, what happens when your mother-in-law comes over? I mean, most people don't even change the water filter in their fridge, and that's easy to do. What happens when your mother-in-law sees your 520-day old taco meat that's still in the back of the fridge? That's not going to go well either. Um, but then there's an upside, because Progressive, I believe, is the insurance company that has that safe driver tool thing. Like, you plug it in, it tells you if you stop too fast or pick up speed too quick or whatever, and they can give you a discount. I thought, well, wouldn't it be great if we could plug in a little chip into our refrigerators to see, that way they could know what we're eating, and if we're eating healthy and we're taking our vitamin C's and our things that we take for health stuff, maybe we get a discount on health insurance. I thought that's, so there could be a plus to that too. But that's something we'll have to look into. That might be next time we buy a refrigerator. We'll have that feature along with the one that helps the husband find where the food is actually at in the fridge, or the refrigerator, as well as the pantry. That would be another great add-on to get to that. But at the end of the day, we couldn't afford all those bells and whistles, so we just stuck with our economy version of just the ice maker, which I found out later, asking for a fridge with an ice maker would be like going car shopping and hoping it came with tires. They all kind of tend to do that now. So that's a free tip. And so at the end of it all, I've got 3 things to leave you with if you're going appliance shopping. 1, get there early. And when I say early, I mean don't show up within an hour of closing, because they'll let you know we're going to be closing. Number 2, plan on doing some work when you're there. Be prepared to have your address and name and all of the billing information, and be ready to type that out for them. And number 3, make sure you bring some extra cash with you, because you're going to need it.